From where did we come? The Maui. We came from Hawaii Nui, Hawaii Roa, Hawaii Paumamau. In 7 canoes we came.
My name is Charlotte Totem. I am going to present to you the link between my tribe, Kahungunu, and my tahu. In 750 AD, the Polynesian explorer Kupe travelled on the canoe or waka, Ruatapa, and discovered an uninhabited country to be later known as New Zealand or Aotearoa. The 7 waka included the Tainui. This was captained by Hoturoa. The Kurahopo. This was captained by Papoto. The Aotea. This was captained by Turi. The Matatua. This was captained by Taurua. The Tokumaru. This was captained by Manaia. The Te Aroa. This was captained by Tamatea Arikinui. And of course, the mighty Takitimu. My waka is the Takitimu, also known as the Te Waka Tapu o Takitimu, or the Sacred Canoe Takitimu. The Takitimu was captained by my ancestor Tamatea Arikinui, a high chief in his. The Takitimu is known to have left Tahiti in 1350, travelling to Rarotonga first before making its first landfall in Aotearoa at Aranui on the western end of 90 Mile Beach. Some of the crew settled in Kaitaia, while the rest of the crew rested for a few days before continuing their voyage. They headed north, rounding the North Cape, and went south along the east coast, where they stopped again, this time in Tauranga. Here my ancestor, Tamatea Arikinui, settled and handed the Takitimu over to Tahu Potiki, the younger brother of Porourangi. Ngai Tahu takes their name from Tahu Potiki, and Ngati Porou takes their name from Porourangi. Tahu Potiki then commanded the vessel on its next voyage, stopping first in Whangarā, just north of Kupe. He then proceeded to Nukutorua on the Mahia Peninsula. This is where my family comes from, and we have a very long history in this region. From here they travelled a short distance to Wairoa, including up the Wairoa River, where more Maori disembarked and settled. The next leg was to the Arahua River on the west coast of the South Island in search of Pounamu or greenstone. The final leg took the Takitimu to its final resting place, sailing to the bottom of the South Island and up the Waiā River to a gorge between the forested hills. Miles inland from the sea, the Takitimu ended her passage. Here today it is said her timbers lie petrified to a papa, or ledge of rocks in a stream. My family tree has a number of very influential people within Maori history. There are people that are recorded as legends and others whose name has been taken by iwi throughout New Zealand. Back in 750 AD, Kupe discovered Aotearoa. His ancestry leads to Rongomaiwahine, a beautiful wahine who married Kahungunu after her first husband drowned. Yunuku had 2 sons, Ruatapa, who travelled from Hawaii to Aotearoa around 1350 AD on the Takitimu. Ruatapa had a daughter by the name of Muri Whenua, who had a son Tamatea Arikinui, who was the father of Kahungunu. Yenuku's other son was Kahukura, later to be known as Paikea the Whale Rider. Many stories are told of Paikea. The one I tend to believe the most is that Paikea is the father of Tahu Porourangi, the man whose name is taken for Ngāi Tahu. Again, many stories are told of Paikea and Porourangi. Porourangi's name is taken for the iwi Ngāti Porou. Some say that Porourangi is Paikea's relative, while others say that they are brothers. Porourangi's granddaughter is Iwi Kupe, who is Kahungunu's mother. Tamatea Arikinui commanded the Takitimu in 1350 to New Zealand. One of his children was Rongomaiwahine. He is Kahungunu's grandfather. Now we look at Kahungunu and Rongomaiwahine. Their ancestry is very grand and fills many pages in the Maori history books. Both of them were extremely attractive people, and it is said that their ancestors share the same quality. It is said that Kahungunu went out to surf at the Mahia Peninsula with Rongomaiwahine's first husband, Tamatea Arikinui, where he drowned. It is suggested that Kahungunu drowned him so that he could marry Rongomaiwahine. 21 generations after Kahungunu and Rongomaiwahine married, my dad was born. He says he's a bit of a Maori legend. From here, my sisters, brother, and myself were born. Of course, I am the coolest, continuing to proudly add to our family's ancestry. 41 generations separate me and one of the most famous Maori legends, Maui. Thank you for viewing my presentation, and I trust that it has been enjoyable for you. Produced by me and my daddy.